Hello and welcome to another episode of Tommy's Trains. This afternoon I've got a Lionel automatic crossing gate and signal. It's a 6-62162. Passing train automatically lowers the crossing gate bar and activates the bright red flashing lights to warn oncoming vehicles. This one says made in America on it too, so we'll figure out how old it is by the directions, I hope. 1994. Automatic crossing gate and signal can be placed at any grade crossing on your model railroad layout to give warning when a train is approaching the crossing. The automatic crossing gate and signal uses a number 153C contactor, which is activated by the weight of the train passing over it. Attach the 153 contactor to any section of straight track. Alright, so we're going to put this together. Here's the 1994 version. I'm going to show you a post-war version I've also got. I liked it back when they put everything in like paper or cardboard instead of plastic and styrofoam. But here's the 1994 version. Here's the post-war version. They're kind of the same. This one's got red and white stripes, black and white stripes. This is plastic. This is metal, but there's no lights. So it's just a gate. So kind of neat. All metal, pretty much all plastic. This one is so simple and quick I could probably make a short out of it. But basically what's going to happen is you adjust the spring on the contactor so the weight of the train energizes the power from one side of this through the signal, out the other side of the signal, and then back to the transformer, activating the accessory. So I think it's really cool. It's a neat thing to have, and I'll just turn this around so you can see it. Generally, I would probably not put this next to the contactor. I'd probably put it down a little bit so that you've got an approach. And I think if you wanted to maybe make this super realistic, I would put a contactor on each side and then just parallel your wires. So it's going to activate, the pressure will activate both at the same time. So when your locomotive hits the first one, it'll stay down, and then all the cars will come through, and the locomotive will hit the second one. And then, so I think that's probably what I would do if I was going to set this up permanently. But anyway, it's really cool to have. We're going to adjust it until, put the train in neutral. So we just have the weight. We have the track power on, and we're going to adjust this until it energizes. So unfortunately, there's not a relay in there that makes this wig-wag, and you're going to have to fasten this because the vibration is going to cause trouble. See, I think in order for that to be realistic, you definitely need to put two contactors in. So I'm going to put one, I think I can just put one over here, and that way we'll see if my theory proves correct. All right, so what I've done here is I have taken another contactor and placed it exactly the same way as the first contactor, and I just jumpered the wires from the same post. So 2 goes to 2, 3 goes to 3, put it down here, and now it's going to be triggered by the pilot of the locomotive when it hits here, stay on until the caboose is cleared, but by then the locomotive will be at the second one. And you could put a bunch of these in if you want to, and it'll all work. So one of these doesn't make it really realistic. 2, I think, is what you need. And I'll bring you over here and show you the wiring in a second. So the pilot's going to hit this one, down, stays down, until the tender clears the second one. I'll show you that one more time. On, off. So I think that's what you really need. You need at least 2. 3 would be ideal, probably, or maybe 4, just to keep it activated as long as it needs to be. I wish this had a wig-wag or a relay in there instead of just being solid. But overall, I think this is a great accessory. I think for 10 or 15 bucks, you can pick up a brand new one in the box like I did. And this would be in my top 10 accessories that I would buy for my train. It's cheap, easy to hook up, really reliable, and like I said, top 10. I appreciate you watching another episode of Tommy's Trains, and I will see you next time.